Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns. As you can see, it is time to play the fourth and final DLC for the game. Storm has now been added as a playable character. So we have the first story mission available. I assume there will be 3, as there have been for all the others. And I can now confirm that this one, like the others, is set in New York City. And as is often the case, I do not get to pick who goes, especially on the first one. We've never been able to. So it looks like Magic and Wolverine, which makes a lot of sense because they are both X-Men. Storm is in that group as well. So let's just see what happens.
Hello?
Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help.
Logan? But how did you get...
I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not?
Depends on the friend.
Aurora Monroe.
Oh, of course. I'm free now.
Good. You know where to find us.
Where the trouble is.
Eliana, thank you for coming.
Aurora, you can always count on me.
A friendship for all seasons is a powerful thing. Thank the goddess for that. We miss you at the school. You are always welcome home.
I found my home with the Midnight Suns. But that does not mean I leave friends behind. What is the problem?
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here with dormant abilities. I met with her, a fierce young woman named Dahlia, and invited her to attend Xavier's school. She declined. The orphanage was all she knew. I came here today to see if she had changed her mind, but according to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Let me guess. As soon as her powers manifested.
It's my fault. I didn't want to push her, to take her away from the only place she felt safe. I thought she could hide in plain sight a bit longer. I was wrong.
You did what you thought was right. As you always do.
Dahlia would never harm another person. And now she slipped through the cracks. Another ghost in the wind.
The city is not kind to its ghosts.
Especially not when it's infested with vampires.
That's why we're gonna find her before they do.
They already found us.
Protect the children, at any cost.
Won't someone please think of the children? Okay, we know all this.
As if preying on the innocent wasn't enough for them.
Many of Storm's abilities will go stronger if they are not used until one turn after they are drawn. Look for the next turn keyword on Storm's abilities to see what bonuses will be applied at the start of the following turn.
Together again, just like old times.
I don't know why they're showing me a bunch of tutorials for things I already know. The tip about Storm was helpful. Again, this is all stuff we know. Guys, come on. Stop it. Okay. So we have, wow, 4 Storm abilities, which is kind of amazing in our opening draw. We have knockback. So this is kind of like a really low rent version of Blade Storm. I mean, I could take out 2 guys right now, and this one does not have a next turn thing. Let me see this. Yeah, so that's... This one does forceful knockback is its baseline. Adding quick is awfully good. This one, for 1 heroism, we do a decent chunk of damage, but we do a whole lot more next turn, but at twice the cost. Okay. Overload. Destroy a conduit to apply stun to all nearby enemies. On redraw, gain 1 strengthened. What is a conduit? Is that one of these things? Yes. Okay. So that makes sense with her, you know, powers, that she would kind of be able to overload the thing. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, so I don't know that stunning this means anything. Would that stop it from counting down and ultimately spawning? I don't know. But I think I would just be spawning one guy. And it is a elite, so there's that. Okay, but let's do this. I'm going to redraw because I don't have a ton of use for it. And then I think I'm going to redraw this too. I need cards I can play, and I didn't get it, but what I was hoping we would, you know, draw is something with quick. So Wolverine at least has 1 card. So let's do this.
As they say, it gets
Okay,
the job
okay.
done.
Now, this got buffed because when I redrew the 1, it strengthened her. Yeah, that makes sense. Health is up there. What is this guy's? 391. Okay. It's just forceful on 1 guy. So since this one does not get better, can I possibly... I'm trying to see if I can both knock this guy into the elite and also take out this. There we go. That's it. That's what I want. Let's do it.
Face your end.
Okay. So we take out 2, we hurt 1.
Good work.
I like that. I have 2 card plays left. Now, unfortunately, he does have too much health for me to take out with this. This is not great because I only get 1 strengthened and it's going to go away at the end of the turn. I don't have another card of his to use. I don't have any redraws left, so that's not really a thing. I would like to try to save this. So I have to use 2 of these 3. That's really what it comes down to. I gotta say, I think this makes sense. I can get this guy very close to death. And I hate to say it, I probably don't want to use my last card play. Because realistically, I can't deal with them spawning another whole thing. Hey, Ray. So maybe what I do is I just take this guy out like so. Hey, buddy, you got some things on your mind? I don't know if you can hear him, but it's very chatty right now. Yeah? What happened? Did you see something in the window? He left a couple minutes before I started recording to go do kitty stuff. You want to come up? Come on. There you go. There you go. Want to let people see you a little bit? Okay, Ray. What do you think we should do now? We could discard. The most I would be able to do, and it's not terrible, is I could knock this guy in here. which would both damage him, cutie, and stun him. But by taking this conduit out of play, I would lose the ability to affect multiple guys. And you know this thing's going to spawn next turn, realistically. And then, you know, potentially there could be more dudes standing. But I don't know. I think not getting my ass beat by him, it just seems like a good move to me. So what if I discard this? And then, who was it over here? It was Magic, right? Yep. How are you, Ray? You are feeling very lovey right now, aren't you? All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. And listen, anytime an enemy turn goes by and you don't take damage, that was a good turn.
There was only so much you could do.
Now,
Think how many mutants have faced the same difficulties?
I think
It seems a requirement of our upbringing to face such undeserved trials.
is set this up.
It falls to us to
Let me think
ensure
about
that
this.
doesn't
I'll
happen.
get an extra draw.
Not
I
here,
wanted to
not
damage
anywhere.
this stupid thing. I'll get an extra draw if I do this. I just think that makes more sense. So yeah, of course, here come the clowns. That could have been a lot worse. Now, kick the crap out of this guy. And by the way, we will do more damage to him as well
Aren't allowed to take your life.
by virtue of knocking him into storm. Kind of annoying that they just give me the portal and not Limbo's grasp, but oh well. I guess on this one, that was the only outcome I was going to get. Okay. So what do I want to do? I could use Eviscerate. I mean, I could take out... I don't think it makes sense to do that. I actually am thinking. Let me see. This is useless right now. Sorry, I'm just trying to really think about what makes sense here. I'm trying... There we go. I am going to go ahead and try to start doing some damage, because I don't just want to let these things spawn literally endlessly. So now let's use this, and we'll get rid of this guy. We don't need Elite. They're so much harder to take out.
It will be forever.
Alright.
You are never my equal.
So now we have a forceful knockback that is quick. But I also have Eviscerate. Knock back each enemy in an area. So this will let me take out 2, but I do use a card play. I mean, this is so much more impactful. Let me get rid of this. See, I don't know. I'm not really loving this. I only have one more redraw. This gets me cards. Okay. It's just a minion and it's forceful, but let's do this.
This is what you came for.
It's nice that I don't have to use card play to get rid of two guys,
Very
especially
effective.
against these stupid things. You could definitely make a case that I should have used it to send them into magic and get more card draw. I don't know. So, this is kind of useless now. Why don't I do this? Let me get some cards.
Now for something real special.
I'm going to do this and let them spawn.
That will do.
In the short term, I kind of don't have a choice but to just work it and let them spawn like that. I do have Eviscerate, which is good, and I'm finally getting enough heroism that the next time I draw one of those bomb heroics that cost 4, I won't necessarily have to get rid of it. That's not terrible. Get rid of 2 guys and damage the Hemolisk. But it isn't quick either. But I don't have anything left that's quick. I think Eviscerate makes more sense. So let's see here. I think we take out everybody. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's back up a little bit. I have the ability to knock back. So let's do this. Okay. So that saves me 1 guy. If I have to use, you know, only 2 chains instead of 3 on guys, this lets me hit this stupid thing harder. I can finish that one. This is pretty perfect, actually. Alright.
You haven't lost a step, old man.
And this time I didn't have to waste a card play. We're good, you know? So, once again, I will not be attacked.
You would be
All right.
food for a
They're going to
lesser demon
spawn
in limbo.
on my next one.
It ain't
I'm thinking I
satisfying
just
tearing
use
these
this
things
to
apart.
hit it twice
I
and
can't
give
tell if they even
him
care.
strengthen.
They may not care, but whoever lords
What are
over
my
these
other
pitiful
options?
creatures will miss
This
them.
is useless right now, but it'll be
Probably
good in a
making
second.
more as quickly as we end them.
You're
And
just
yeah.
a ray of sunshine today, kid.
Okay.
I am always a ray of
Alternatively, I could do
Reflected
this.
into your eyes.
I'll do it. I think drawing 3 cards at the start of my turn, there's definitely worse things I can do. Alright, and the good thing is, this is about done. Although it does make this worthless. Now that I have enough heroism. Okay, so let me see. I've got the quick one, so I will just use it here.
You ain't good enough for me.
Not sure this is gonna do much for me. I can take out 2 with this. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
I will deliver you from her.
I'm not positive. I think we can
I've got a
finish right
reputation to
now.
protect.
So let me jump to magic really quick. Because I don't even need a card play. Let's do this.
It's
And
better
then-
if you quit now.
This thing's almost cooked. And Storm has crushing blow. We don't need to wait for it to get better.
Brace yourself.
Done.
Whatever works for you.
At least we got here in time to protect the children.
Why bother protecting society's dregs? It is beneath your stature.
Beneath me, all I see is you.
The new breed vampires are an evolution, just as mutants were before them. But vampires continue to grow. Mutants remain tethered to humanity, a broken branch on the evolutionary tree. These cast-offs are not your family. They are fuel. There is a food chain. And it is time we ate up.
Alright, Ray, we have to defeat Sin to complete the encounter. She will turn her allies into hemolisks. Attacking Sin with taunt. No, attacking Sin will taunt multiple random enemies.
Surely you see it.
Okay.
Just as mutants push humanity ever closer to the ashes.
So we have
so
3
too
minions,
will this
2
new
elites.
breed.
Oh wow, one with
It is the
a lot of
natural
health.
order of this world.
There
Okay.
is nothing
So
natural about what you've done.
I don't
Any
know.
mutant seeking to dominate
This is gonna
humanity
do me
does not
like a
speak for
ton
us.
of good.
Ah, that's
I can
is
take
your
out one
mistake,
minion and
not mine.
kind of do a little damage to the other 2 guys. I could stun the one dude by knocking him into the conduit, but he'd just die anyway. Like, yeah, I don't really dig this. And I don't really want to attack her yet. It's, okay, here's what I'm thinking. I might be able to take this guy out. Let me do this. Let's place the portal. And does it matter? Sure, I'll do this. So now I'm gonna knock this guy into a minion. So we get rid of the minion. We wound him. You got to start somewhere. All right. Now, having done that, I have another portal, but I don't have any way to push somebody through the portal at the moment. Let me get rid of this. Okay. That was not a magic card that would let me push somebody through. Forceful knockback. So, what if I just hit this guy twice? It's not like the most amazing thing ever. But it's damage.
You scared yet?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I really did this turn the best. We're going to take damage this turn. I don't see any way around it, but let me do another redraw. So let me get rid of this, I guess. Okay. I mean, I could have used this a lot earlier, but again, like this, it's useless to me if I can't push them through the portal. I almost wonder, well, I don't have a redraw. Maybe I should have used redraw on this just to get a resist, because we're going to take a bunch of attacks here. I could do the discard again. I think that's what I need to do. Okay, so what card am I going to discard? I guess before I worry about that. So I definitely want to take this guy out. That's closer. So close.
Good work.
I can't get him there. Doggone it. Well, let's be real. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. So here's what I'm going to do. I will have Wolverine push this guy into the wall and take him out.
Stay down.
And then I will have Storm
I call
do
to
this.
the elements.
That will do.
Now, if I can just draw some magic attack cards, this is going to set up pretty well next turn.
Accept your fate.
But I do legitimately need that. But at least I was able to get rid of almost everybody other than Sin. So there's only one vampire who's going to attack us.
My purpose is
And she's a... okay. She's apparently not going to use her vampire powers,
one of our friends is down.
which is a plus for us. All right, let me get Storm back on her feet. Okay. Wowza. I don't have free. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I tell you what. Let me get this set up. Who do we want to take out? I'm actually kind of shocked how few minions there are.
This will certainly help.
Gather. Nonetheless. Let's start working on her, because she's a
Ready?
heavy hitter. I know we're going to have to start working on Sin. I'm in a situation right now where I need to get rid of her first, and then I'll start worrying about Sin. So, yeah, this is where it gets tricky here. Actually, maybe it doesn't get that tricky. I'm basically just going to repeat the same idea. I want to make these portals just, you know, brutally damaging.
Even I need a boost now and then.
And I'm going to push her through again.
We will not be disturbed.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. I am going to take some damage this turn. Again. Which does kind of suck. So, I think I'm going to do this.
Now is my time.
We're We're so close with her. But unfortunately, I do have my move left. What if I did this? It's just a move. It's not a shove. Did I already do my shove this turn? I assume I must have. Okay. Well, that's okay. I might... No. Okay. If I move... that's probably not going to work. I think this will work. What was that? Well, alright. It took my move away without moving me over the little bit I wanted, and it's not going to let me do this. So now I just wound a guy that I was going to... The key was knocking it into her. And that ship has now sailed. Alright, whatever. I'll just do this. That sucks so bad. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know, A, why it showed I still had a move. I thought I had used up all my moves from last turn, including the free one from discard. I should have only gotten one this turn, and since it wasn't letting me shove, and I also think I do remember using my move from this turn. So it may just be the counter was off, but something weird happened there when I tried to move him. But what definitely didn't happen is me moving. Oh, brother. Well, this could be interesting. I think I'm going to get rid of Gather, although Vulnerable is really good. I take it back. All right. That's actually not the worst. Now, as long as there's nothing crazy here, yeah, and there's not, I should be in okay shape. Maybe, possibly, even able to take Sin out.
They're not scared.
Let me think
yet.
about
They
this.
better get started.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to start by knocking her into Wolverine.
With every fight, my power grows.
I want the card draw. But the portal, the Limbo's Grasp is stacked twice now. So see, she took 441 just for passing through the portal. Wolverine did another 65. So we did over 500 damage, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, she has an awful lot of health, but the good news for me is, again, on one level I can do this all day, but the problem is, see, this is quick, but you know, they're not when she's, hold on. Sorry, I'm sitting here going through stuff in my head. I'm going to go ahead. I want to start taking out these guys. I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably just go all in on trying to take Sin out. So when I say that, I mean sending her into Wolverine or Storm, do more damage, also get card draw. But as I suspected, it actually does not matter. Because I'm going to take her out right now. I am going to go ahead and just get rid of another one of these guys. I don't think it actually matters. I'm pretty sure that once I knock... Oh, no, wait. I'm only going to knock Sin down for her first Naga, I forgot. I have to do this twice. Boo. So it is important. I do have to worry about trying to take care of some of these other dudes. Okay. Well, I tell you what, why don't I just use this? It is going to spawn this stupid thing, but I don't care. I'll deal with that in a minute. All right.
You make a fine partner.
So now the Hemolisk will do its thing. Is it just me, or did those guys scatter a lot farther out than they normally do? Oh, brother. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So we have 4 minions to take care of. What about gather? Sold. I'm good with this. Just run the board. Take no damage. I'm a big fan of taking no damage on their turn.
You've gotten stronger since the last time I saw you.
All right. Do I want to reload anything? You know, I don't really love overload. I think if you happen to have 5 guys standing over here, it's going to be really amazing. But as a general rule, meh. I don't really think it's any big thing. Honestly, I'd rather have magic stuff right now, I think. I didn't get it, but I tried.
They bolster their numbers.
Okay. Wow, I have 0
As
magic
mutants,
cards.
You should understand the struggle my
That
kind has faced better than
sucks.
You chose to align yourself with these creatures. Our paths are nothing alike.
I chose to move beyond the limitations of humanity.
Where is Storm?
And I have no regrets.
No, seriously, where is Storm? Okay, she's way over here. So, what if I do, you know, something like this? I will do significant damage to her because of the forceful knockback. I could do this, but I want the card draw. I mean, can I say I want some cards for magic, man? Oh, that was really crappy damage, actually. So it's kind of a waste using it on her, almost.
I am still the center of attention.
Here, let me do this.
Now it's my turn.
I just have to watch the Hemolisk, because, yeah, one more card play. Well, I have this. So whatever spawns, I can take it out. So the question is, do I want to chip away at her a little bit? Or, you know, is it better to work on this thing? I mean, taking her down now is literally going to end the whole thing. And I feel like the Hemolisk, in a lot of ways, it's more of an annoyance because generally speaking, you know, the minions that it spawns, they're not that bad. I was hoping there wouldn't be 4 because that would have let me use, you know, 1 or more of my chains on her or finish off the Hemolisk. But instead, we will just take out the trash.
Very effective.
I will say, her mission does seem to be pretty challenging, though. All right, I'll keep this. And, yeah, I'll keep them both, I guess. It's fine. And we'll end the turn. So I am going to take a little bit of a beating this time. You know, sin can bring the pain. If she knocks Storm down again. Well, if she KOs anybody, then they're done. But thankfully, she did not. She beat the holy hell out of both of them. If I can draw some good cards here for Magic.
I am not in good condition.
What is, like, seriously, what is going on that's 2 turns in a row where I get nothing? Just stone nothing for her. It almost feels like the game thinks that, you know, she's out. Okay, let's do this. This will give Storm some health back. I don't think Wolverine needs any back, but she does. Also, doing quite a lot of damage to Sin is good.
Better than I
And I think we can finish her this turn. Yeah. So I need 2 heroism. Maybe I can't, actually. You know what I should have done? I should have done this first and given Wolverine strengthen. And then when we hit her, it would have been for a lot more damage. And if I had used this on her, it might have been lethal. But that is not, in fact, what I did. So what am I going to do now? Because I can't get 2 heroism to use this. That's why I was thinking I might be able to finish her. Can't use that. I can always just shove this idiot. So let's do this. This will be lethal.
That looked like it hurt.
Okay, that's 1 down. I hate to say it. I think that my dream of taking out Sin is dead for this turn.
Nice move, bub.
Okay. Now I'm in a small pickle here. If I do one more card play, this thing goes live. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this out. She's going to KO one of us. It is what it is. She's probably going to KO Magic, which really sucks. I could have used Magic to, you know, take her out. But I couldn't draw any of her cards. For 2 turns in a row, I couldn't draw her cards. So, I should have, God, I'm so stupid. I just now noticed that I have all these stupid redraws. I'll just keep what I've got. Yeah, that was very foolish. I should have done redraw right at the start of my turn to see if I could get Magic going. So, all I needed was a portal. I mean, Limbo's Grasp would have been even better. Now I don't have to worry about it because she's down and I've used my 1 revive. I knew that would happen. You know, I was able to heal Storm up, but not her.
Strength leaves me.
Okay. Okay, Ray. That's it. Down you go. Down you go. Come on. He was trying to grab and bite my hand. He just gets a little excited sometimes. So, yeah, as usual, this is useless. They did give her strengthen, which is good. I definitely think they're going down this turn. She's down to 238. So I tell you what, I'm going to do this.
You will suffer.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's dance.
And there you go.
I call to the elements.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
We prevail. For now. Drop! That was a quarter of my power. I'm glad the training stayed with you.
The danger room left an impression. As you did with Sin. She won't be back.
It's why she was here in the first place that concerns me.
Agreed. This is bigger than us. If we're going to take on Sin,
And find Dahlia.
we need reinforcements.
Most of the X-Men are off-planet dealing with the Shi'ar brood war.
Don't worry. The Midnight Suns will help.
Storm, is it?
Indeed. You must be the hunter. Magic told me about you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Nothing but good things, I promise. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. I must say, this place is unlike anything I've seen before. There is an air of mystery and wonder, but it feels welcoming and safe all at the same time. How curious.
The Abbey is special. It even holds secrets that I have not uncovered.
Sounds unique indeed. I can already see the similarities between here and Xavier School. Speaking of, what do you think is the most interesting part of the Abbey?
Interesting question, and interesting what kind of answer to give. I would probably say either the nature or we'll say Midnight Suns.
Those who reside here make each day interesting and fresh.
Yes, the people are the lifeblood of a community. I can say the same for Xavier School as well. The students are all colorful characters.
There's never a dull moment in these halls.
If there was ever silence, I would grow worried. Apologies. I have been dominating the conversation. Have you any questions for me?
Yes, I have a few.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you were leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time. But let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands.
All right. And I think that is it. Yep, it looks like all the conversation has been used up.
I hope we
Now the others do want to talk to us, and I assume this does have to do with Storm, so we will go ahead and do these conversations before wrapping it up.
So, what do you think of Storm?
I am eager to work alongside her.
She has that effect on people.
Even on you.
She was my mentor. Of course I respected her. But it had to be earned first. Some leaders blather on to avoid making tough decisions. But not Storm.
She did not go into much detail about the extent of her powers, but they sound impressive.
Impressive? She is 100% grade A badass.
100 badasses. Got it.
Ah, you are hopeless.
Anything else on your mind?
Okay.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
I don't know why they needed to flag that. Okay, I think we have done everything there is to do tonight, at least in relation to the DLC, which is kind of the point of this video. Yeah, that was an interesting mission, I thought. You know, pretty challenging for sure. Now, before I record the second story mission, I will upgrade her deck as much as possible. So we'll both buy second copies of all the cards you saw today and, you know, bump those up a notch. But I will try to get the rare cards as well. And, you know, see if we can kind of show you a little bit more of what she has to offer. But that is all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.